Hello students, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. In the previous lecture, we have completed practice set 5.2 from the chapter 5 probability. Now, let us go further. Today, we are going to see what is event. Okay? So, what is the meaning of event? The word event that we will see here. Now what we have seen is previously about the random experiment. Random experiment is an experiment where we know all the outcomes in the advance, but we cannot predict a certain outcome there. That is called as what? Random experiment. Okay, so here when the outcomes satisfy certain condition or a particular condition, they are called as what? Favorable outcomes. And a set of favorable outcomes of a given sample space is called as an event. Okay, for example, here if we take a example that a die is thrown, then you know that in a die there are 6 sample points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we take an event or if we take an outcome that we want an odd number, okay, so in that case 1, 3 and 5 will appear. So this is called as what? Event. Means what we want favorable outcomes, especially odd numbers, then this 1, 3 and 5, that set is called as what? Event. Okay. Here the event is always a subset of a sample space, because in sample space we are writing all the possible outcomes, and here event is a set of favorable outcomes from the given sample space only. That is why event is a subset of sample space. That you have to keep in mind. You know that in 9th standard we have studied that sets always we write using the capital alphabets. Similarly, for events also we are going to use capital alphabets or capital letters. Since they are sets, so we have to make use of capital alphabets. For example, if 2 coins are tossed, then in 2 coins of tossed, you know that we are having 4 sample points. In sample space we have 4 sample points, HH, HT, TH and TT. And now we are going to have a event where we want at least one tail. At least means what? Minimum one tail. Less than one is not allowed, but more than one is allowed because at least word is used. Then this event we can write as TT, TH or HT. That means 2 tails are allowed. We want 1 or more tail. So 2 tails are also allowed. Here sequence is not important. You know that we have studied in sets that sequence is not important. So you can write in any sequence. Now the number of elements in the event are denoted by n of a, as we used to do for the sets. So here also we are going to write n of a, and in this case n of a is equal to 3. So I hope you must have understood the concept of event. So what you have to keep in mind is event is a subset of sample space S, which we have seen for many examples. I have taken one table and in that we have discussed all the sample spaces. 1 coin is tossed, 2 coins are tossed, 3 coins are tossed, 1 die is rolled, 2 dice are rolled, and so on. Also we discussed about a pack of 52 cards. There also we have seen the sample space. So by using that sample space we can write down the events. Okay, so event is a set of favorable outcomes and it is always a subset of the sample space. Let us go ahead now. Now this is for only your information, that types of events. Okay, so that is why it is written here for more information. So in short, I am giving you the information of all these events. Okay, so first is certain event or sure event. Okay, so when in the event all the sample points of sample space are present, it is called as what? Certain event. That means the set representing the event, if it is same as the sample space, we can say that it's a certain event. That means it contains all the sample points from the sample space. Okay. Second is impossible event. So the event which does not contain any sample point from the sample space, that is called as what? Impossible event. That means here in this case we are going to get an empty space here, empty set here we are going to get, okay, or null set we are going to get, and number of sample points are 0 in case of impossible event. Third one is simple or elementary event. The word elementary, you know that element means one element. So a event with only one sample point is called as what? Simple event or elementary event. Then the next is complement of an event. You have studied in set and its complementary set. We have seen that. So here, if A is one event from the sample space S, then the event with all the sample points which are present in sample space but not present in event A, that is called as what? Complement of set A. That means what? Complement of an event and an event, they will not have any common point. Okay, they will not have any common point because the sample points are present in sample space but they are not present in the event A. Okay, so this is called as what? Complement. Same as complement of set, you have to remember. Then next is mutually exclusive events. Here in these two events, you can say that they are disjoint events, totally different. They do not have any sample point in common. In sets we have studied disjoint sets, totally different set. They do not have a single element also common. So similarly here, the events in which the sample point is not common, they are called as what? Mutually exclusive events. And the last is exhaustive events. Two events or more events, they are said to be exhaustive if their union is a sample space. For example, if A and B are two different events, then A union B should give us sample space S. Then and then only it is called as what? Exhaustive event. Okay. No questions will be asked on this. Please take a note that is why it is clearly written for more information. And since all these words are present in the textbook, I gave you the brief idea about these types of events. Okay. Now let us go further. Let us move towards the solved example from the textbook. Okay. So first solved example. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. Write the sample space S and the number of sample points Ns. Also write the following events in the set form and write the number of sample points for each event. That means here the random experiment is given to us of 2 coins. From that we have to write down sample space S, number of sample points, and here see 4 events are given. We have to write those events in the form of sets. Okay. First event is to get at least one tail. Second one is to get only one head. That means we have to check these conditions while writing these events. Condition for event C, to get at most one tail. Condition for event D, to get no head. Okay, so now let us see the answer. This was only one question. Okay, so let us start. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, so here you have to write down sample space. It is very easy to write for two coins, HH, HT, TH and HT. Okay, but how you will write? Write 2 times H, 2 times T, then write HT, HT. Okay, this way you can write down. So N of S is 4 here. There are 4 sample points. Now first one, condition for event A. At least one head. At least one head means what? Minimum one. More than one also is allowed. That is why two heads, HH also will come. Okay, don't simply say one and don't write HH and HT and TH. HH also will come because at least one is told, so more than one is also allowed. So there are three sample points. Three sample points HH, HT and TH, and therefore N of A is equal to 3. Number of sample points in event A is equal to 3. Now condition for event B, only one head. It is given that only one, more than one or less than one will not do. So the sample points are what? HT and TH. They contain one head here and one head here. HH will not do because two heads are there. And TT will not do because no head is there. So only HT and TH. And therefore N of B here is 2. Third one, condition for event C, at most one tail. Now see, at least one and at most one. There is a difference. At least one means what? More than one is allowed. But at most one means what? More than one is not allowed. Maximum one should be there. But less than one is allowed. Okay. That means no tail also will do. And one tail also will do. That is why here the three sample points are covered. Okay. Two tails are not allowed. So this sample point will not come. So we have three samples points. HH, HT and TH. And therefore N of C is equal to 3 here. Now condition for event D, no head. No head should appear, means only tail. And that is why only one sample point, that is TT, and therefore N of D is equal to 1 here. Okay. Now let us go towards next solved example. Solved example number 2. A bag contains 50 cards. Each card bears only one number from 1 to 50. One card is drawn at random from the bag. Write the sample space. Also write events A, B and find the number of sample points in them. Okay. So here the event is given that a bag is containing 50 cards and we have to take out one card randomly out of that. Okay, the numbers given are 1 to 50. So from that we can write down sample space S. So S is having all those 50 sample points. As I have told you that when the set is very big, we are not writing all the sample points. We are writing few and in between we are putting dot dot. That means what? The middle, all the sample points are present there. We are considering that they are present there. Okay. So S is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 50. And therefore N of S is equal to 50. Number of sample points is equal to what? 50. Now say condition for event A is what? The number on the card is divisible by 6. That means we have to write down table of 6 only up to number 50. Okay, now table of 6 means we will not go on writing randomly. We have to write the points only from the sample space. So table of 6 we have to write up to 48. Less than 50, the last number is 48 here. So A is having sample points 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 and 48. How many are they? 8. And therefore N of A is equal to 8. Only we have to write down the event as a set and from that we have to write down number of sample points here. Now condition for event B, please read. The number on the card is a complete square. So we have to write down all the complete squares which are less than 50. Okay. So the very first complete square is 1. Then we have 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and 49. 49 is the last perfect square here which is less than 50. So how many numbers we have? 7, and therefore n of b is equal to 7. Let us go further. Example number 3. A sanitation committee of 2 members is to be formed from 3 boys and 2 girls. Write sample space S and number of sample points NS. Also write the following events in the set form and number of sample points in the event. Okay. So here the conditions for all 4 events are given. We will see them while discussing the answer. Okay. So first of all, a sanitation committee of 2 members is to be formed, 3 boys and 2 girls. So 3 boys we will take as B1, B2, B3 and 2 girls we will take as G1 and G2 as we have done in practice set 5.2. Okay. So here 3 boys B1, B2, B3 and 2 girls G1, G2 we will take. So let us see the answer now. Suppose B1, B2, B3 are 3 boys and G1, G2 are 2 girls. Now out of these we have to form a committee of 2 members. So we have to take the possibility of 2 members from here. Okay. So let us consider only about boys in the beginning. Committee of 2 is to be formed. So we will have B1, B2. Okay. Then B1, B3 and B2, B3. So these 3 sample points where only boys are present. Now secondly we will think of the 1 boy and 1 girl. Okay, so 3 boys and 2 girls we have. So B1 G1, B1 G2, okay, then B2 G1, B2 G2, B3 G1 and B3 G2. Correct? That means first boy, first girl, first boy, second girl, second boy, first girl, second boy, second girl, third boy, first girl, third boy, second girl, and lastly only girls. So only one sample point is possible here, that is G1 and G2. So in this way we have total 10 sample points and therefore n of S is 10 here. Okay. Now we have to go for the conditions. Now conditions for event A is that at least 1 girl should be in the committee. Once again see, at least 1 girl. That means minimum 1 girl. So 2 girls also are allowed, but 2 boys are not allowed. Okay, so these 3 sample points you have to leave and you will write remaining 7 sample points here. Okay, so n of A is equal to 7. You will take help of sample space only while writing these events. Take a note that the sample points are from the sample space only. Second, condition for event B is that 1 boy and 1 girl should be there in the committee. Now strictly 1 boy and 1 girl means 2 boys or 2 girls is not allowed. So you will take these 6 sample points which are there in the middle. That is 1 boy and 1 girl. Okay. These 3 you will not take because only boys is there. And this last one also you will not take because only 2 girls are there. We want 1 boy and 1 girl. And therefore this is the sample space or event here. And n of B is equal to 6. Next. Condition for event C is that there should be only boys in the committee. Only boys. Girls are not allowed. So these first 3 sample points will give us event C. And therefore n of C is equal to 3. Fourth one, condition for event D is that there can be at most 1 girl in the committee. At most, again, at most means maximum 1 girl. That means 0 girl also will do. So you will write all the sample points where boys are present and one girl is present. So this last sample point is not allowed because here 2 girls are there. So you will write down remaining all the 9 sample points here, and therefore n of t is equal to 9. Okay. Let's go further. Example number 4 now. 2 dice are rolled. Write the sample space S and number of sample points ns. Also write events and the number of sample points in the event according to given conditions. Here also 4 different conditions are given and 2 dice are rolled. So one die is having 1 to 6 numbers and other die is also having 1 to 6 numbers. So there will be 36 sample points, as we have seen when I have explained you. I told you that when 2 dice are rolled, we have 36 sample points in sample space. So you have to write down that sample space. See, sample space S is equal to, you have to write down 36 sample points, and in the same way you should write. You will make use of 6 lines. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Then come to the next line. 2, 1, 2, 2 and so on up to 2, 6. Then next line, finally on the 6th line 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. And then at the end you will close the curly bracket. Here you will not close curly bracket everywhere. Please note that this is a single set. So in the beginning and at the end you will put the curly bracket. And n of S is equal to what? 36 here. Okay. So now the conditions. First one, event E is given as the sum of the digits on the upper face is a prime number. That means when we add these two numbers, we should get prime numbers. Now think of prime numbers. 1 is neither prime nor composite. So the smallest prime number is 2. Then we have 3. Then we have 5. We have 7. Correct? Then after 7, the next prime number is what? 11. Correct? After 7, 9 is not a prime. So next prime number is 11. But here see, the highest sum is what? 12. So here we have to check the sum for all the prime numbers, which are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay. So in the first line, see 1 plus 1 is 2. Write that sample point. 2 plus 1, 3. Write that sample point. Correct? This will not do. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 and 4, 5. So write it down. Correct? Then 1 plus 5 is 6. That will not do. 1 plus 6 is 7. So write that also. So from the first line we wrote these 4 sample points. Now come to second line. 2 plus 1, 3. Prime number. 2 plus 3, 5. Prime number. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 2 plus 5, 7. Prime number. So in this, from the second line, these 3 points will come. Then come to third line. See, 3, 1 will not do because 4. 3, 2. The sum is 5. 3, 4. The sum is 7. So from this third line, only these 2 sample points will come. Correct? Because here sum is 8 and here 9, which are not prime. Then come to fourth line. 4, 1. Correct? Prime number. 4, 3. 7. Prime number. This is not possible. This is not possible. This is also not possible. So again 2 points from fourth line. Then come to fifth line. 5 plus 1, 6 will not do. 5 plus 2, 7. So you have to write. This will not do. This will also not do. This will also not do. 5 plus 6, 11. Correct? Prime number. So write down that. Now come to last line. 6 plus 1, 7. Prime. Yes. Write down. 6, 1. Then this is not prime. This is not prime. This is also not prime. 6 plus 5, 11. Yes. Prime. So write down that. Okay. So in this way, write down all the sample points by checking each and every line from here. And then count the sample points. You will find that they are 15. So write down n of E is equal to 15. Next, event F. The sum of the digits on the upper face is a multiple of 5. Multiple of 5 means table of 5. That means 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15. But as we have seen here, the highest sum is 12 only. So here we will have only two multiples of 5, that is 5 and 10. So you will find all the sample points where sum is either 5 or 10. So go on checking line wise here. See, 1 plus 4, 5. So write down that sample point. Not possible further in the first line. Come here. 2 plus 3, 5. So write down that. The remaining are not possible. Come down here. 3 and 2, 5. So write down that. Then from the next line, 4, 1. 4 plus 1, 5. So that we can write down. And the last one, 4 and 6, 10. So that also you have to write. In the fifth line, see, only possible element here is 5, 5. So write down that. And from the last line, 6 and 4. Okay. So in this way you have 7 sample points here. And therefore n of f is 7. Third one, event G. The sum of the digits on the upper face is 25. Sum we want 25 here, but what I said twice here, the maximum sum possible is only 12. So here sum will never come 25. So this is an impossible event. You can write down this as a reason that maximum possible sum here is what? 12. So this is an impossible event, and in case of impossible event, we have to write down the empty sample space, or we have to write down the empty set or null set. You know this symbol 5, it denotes null set. So G is a null set here or empty set here, and therefore n of G is equal to 0. Okay. Then next, event H. The number on the upper face of first die is less than the digit on the second die. Okay. So here see, when you write sample space, this first number denotes you number on the first die, and second number denotes you number on the second die. So here condition is what? That number on the upper face of first die is less than the second one. So you have to write all the sample spaces where first number is smaller and second number is greater. Here they are equal, so we cannot write. But here all the 5 points you will find that first number is less than the second one. So all these 5 sample points from the first line you have to copy down. See. Okay. Then in second line, this is greater, this is smaller, so it will not do. These two are equal. So always go beyond equal. So these 4 sample points will come. Okay. Then in the next line, now 3 sample points will come. 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Then in the next line, 4, 5 and 4, 6. Correct? Where the first number is smaller. And therefore it is written 4, 5 and 4, 6. And in the fifth line, you have only one sample point, 5, 6. And in the last line, everywhere the first number is greater. So no element from last line will come. Okay. So from first line you have 4, from second line you have 3, from third line you have 2, okay, 3, and then slowly they are going to reduce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, diagonally they are going to reduce here. And if you add them, you are going to get 15. So n of H is 15 here. Okay. I hope you must have understood all the solved examples. I told you that solved examples are equally important here. So you must go through them. You must try to understand all the solved examples. Okay. Now further we have practice set 5.3. Okay. But we will start practice set 5.3 in the next lecture. Till that, you revise all the taught part. Go through all the solved examples from the textbook. Try to understand them. Also try to understand how to write the sample spaces. Okay, go through the table which is given in textbook where all the sample spaces are given. Okay, so next time we will start with practice set 5.3. Till that, students, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.